What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Go back with another one. Beans, greens, tomatoes, hams, ball. What's going on, y'all, man? Hope y'all had a happy Thanksgiving. But I am back with another one, man. I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate all the support y'all been giving to the channel while we all had that turkey, that ham, that mac and cheese, that sweet potato pie. So anyway, man, this is just for anybody who getting the game on Black Friday or got the game this weekend with the 20, 30, 40% off on Cyber Monday. I just wanted to drop like an updated coaching ability, best overpowered abilities video, just so for the new people, and if you already follow my channel, the old people, now that I've tried so many things and so many coach builds, I can kind of tell y'all like some of the go-to stuff and then some of the stuff that, you may not need, but it's fun to have, and things of that nature. So I'm going to just go through each single one, and we just going to talk about everything, and, pretty much that's it is. Like I said, this is not a build video. I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just telling y'all what's good, what's bad, and we just going to move like that, you know what I'm saying? So as y'all can see right here, man, I'm on my Nick Saban build. I do have a video for this build on my YouTube channel. So if y'all want to see exactly what this build is and why I made it the way it is, y'all can hit that and watch some other videos. But other than that, we're just gonna start from the top, man. So CEO. So CEO is well, again, we're just gonna walk it through like you're brand new. So CEO is if you win national championships. You gotta win 2 national championships to unlock CEO in a dynasty. But basically in CEO ain't too many things that are good in CEO. Some things that would be decent is second chance keeper. Again, I'm just going through what's decent. You don't have to put this on your coach if you don't want to, and if you don't feel like it's worth it, then there's no need to comment anyway. So, second chance keeper. The reason this is good because there are going to be times when you persuade somebody and they can be very high persuasion or super high persuasion or guaranteed to stay, and they'll say no on the first time. So sometimes if they say no, second chance keeper allow you to persuade them again and they'll say yes. And sometimes it works for people that don't want to come back. Sometimes that second persuasion will get people to stay. Like I said, if you want to try it, it's not bad at all. I think it's one of the better ones in CEO because, like I said, CEO doesn't have a lot of good ones, but one of the better ones. Delay Sunday, it's iffy for me. Delay Sunday works sometimes, but I think like if they're a first round pick and I think if like they're over a 95 overall first round pick, you really can't keep them to stay. But you can keep some people that's like 92s, 91s trying to go first round and are leaving early, I have noticed. So like if they're too good, 9 times out of 10 they won't stay regardless of anything you do, because it's just, if I'm 99 overall, ain't no need for me to come back to school. So, but Delay Sunday could be used in the right situation. Gasoline. So like gasoline is for people who like to play all their games. So if you're that type of player who likes to like play every single game and like really be involved into your dynasty mode where like you can feel and see, hey, I like to play every game, I don't sim anything, then gasoline is for you, because that'll help your team play better in the rivalry games, those championship games, things of that nature. So it's more of a play style ability. So if you're a sim player and like you sim most of your games and you just recruit, play here and there, or you just super sim a lot, this may not be for you. But if you're a person that likes to play games or likes to like jump into games, you'll see the benefit of this a little bit more. Dream School, again, it's another one of those 50-50 abilities. It's nice. It's nice. You do get insta commits, but it's not like guaranteed where you're going to get 15 or 20 just because you have Dream School. So it is helpful. You can get insta commits with it, but you can also get insta commits without it. So it's up to you. It's one of them things where like if you pair it with something maybe, or if you have a bunch of recruiting points on stuff where the interest levels and all that are very high, maybe it's more beneficial. But Dream School. But probably the best ability here is bundle discount. Bundle discount allows you to get abilities from other coaches for cheaper. So let's just say I was in my recruiter tree and I wanted to do the quarterback. If my other offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator has quarterback ability, I will get a discounted price. Bundle discount helps you get those, as the community call it, the OP, coaches. You know what I'm saying? When you got bundle discount, this is going to be your OP coach. You're trying to stretch out that 500 coins they give you. So, yeah, bundle discount is probably the best ability in this section. Of all the abilities, bundle discount is one of the best. Senior superlatives, I know some people like it, some people don't, but pretty much it removes a skill cap from all rising seniors. So pretty much, and I can show y'all this real quick. So pretty much what it'll do is any junior on your team, so like let's just say Beeman, Willie Beeman, which is Jeremiah's cousin. So like Jeremiah has only caps on IQ. So when you got caps, you can't go up in rating or you can't get certain abilities. So with senior superlative, it would take away one of his bars for IQ so that he can get his awareness higher. And if he gets his awareness higher, he may be able to unlock more abilities or things of that nature. So that's kind of how that works. Some people feel like once they're a senior, they don't care. Other people feel like, if you got your rising juniors going into the senior year and you can give them more chances to get better, it helps your team. But that's just kind of your preference on how you look at the game. Some people like it. Some people just say, hey, I'm just going to keep recruiting 105 stars and I don't care about seniors. So, but that's CEO, man, real quick, easy. Let's go to program bidder. So program bidders after 5 playoff wins. There's only a couple things in here that's good. Relationship builder is great. Strong roots is great, and that's all towards recruiting. The great thing about both of these is that you could use these, and it cancels out what you would need to put in recruiting. So if you put these up, you won't have to invest as many points into your recruiting coaching tree, because these help you boost primary pipeline. It boosts the interest in people in your primary pipeline, and you get extra influence because they're in your primary pipeline. So, example, because like I said, some people don't understand it. If you're from Florida and my pipeline is Florida, you're going to want to go to my team that much more because Florida is my primary pipeline. Same thing with relationship builder. It upgrades your best 2 pipelines, and it upgrades your school's 5 best pipeline and your 5 worst. So the easiest and cheesiest thing about this game and recruiting is if your pipeline is high and you can run your pipeline, you really don't have to recruit outside your pipeline. There's a bunch of builds where you could just make and just recruit outside your pipeline and just stay inside the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? If you got Texas and you got Southwest Texas, you could just stay in Southwest Texas, get 20, 25 people every year. So relationship builder, strong roots are probably the best 2 abilities in program builder. For people who like to dare to be different or like the little experimentation, roster retention is very good, and high integrity can be good. Both of these are kind of for people who, you're getting all those 5 stars, but you're not be able to keep them. But roster retention is good for people who like to keep people 4 years. Now, like I said, if you're the person where it's like, I'm going to just recruit somebody, I don't care about keeping players, then hey, do your thing. But if you're somebody who likes to actually build rosters and have as many 4-year players as possible, roster retention is great for that, because 3rd, 7th, and 2nd round players, they normally come back. And then when you pair that with high integrity, which gives you those persuade attempts, and that your persuades have a higher success rate, then you get a build where, not only are they gonna not guaranteed to leave every time, but now when you persuade them, your persuasions actually do more. So if you're going to do program builder, you do strong roots with relationship builder, and if you're going to do roster retention, you pair it with high integrity. I wouldn't do one without the other and vice versa, because they both help each other in program builder. So if you're going to do roster retention, go ahead and make sure you put some points in for high integrity as well. Same thing for strong roots and relationship builder. All right, let's go. Talent developer. So talent developer is pretty much what it says. It's all the positions. Basically, it's just something to help starting quarterbacks become greater, your low players become greater. Again, I like talent developer. Is it OP? It can be. It can be OP because this is also how you. Talent developer got two things. It's going to give you faster XP for those low-rated players, but it also is going to help you get the transfers more. So all-season recruiting can be a little bit of a struggle sometimes because you put all the points on them and then they still don't go to your school. But with Talent Developer, that'll help get more of those transfers there. So if you're trying to build out of the transfer portal, this would be more of the stuff you need to put up because this is what's going to help you get more transfers out the portal, Talent Developer. Also, if you're going to do this, I would do Star Maker, or for every position, because Star Maker gives your starting DBs gain XP faster. So it's not guaranteed and it's not official, but I have read places that 80 overall and below is what low rated means. So 80 overall players and below would get the low rated, and if they're starting, then it's anybody starting. So what I would do is, if you're trying to use Talent Developer, make sure you just get to that tier 4, because in that way it covers all positions. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure all positions, because like I said, you might get to a point where your team is so good you don't have low rated players and you only got nice backup. So just make sure you get the Star Maker on any position that you want to do it on, and then you'll be good to go. But like I said, man, it's good for transfer portal and it's good for helping your players progress a little bit faster. Motivator. I think Motivator is probably the second best coaching tree. Why is it the second best coaching tree? Because 1, it increases that off-season training boost, and 2, you get that increase in XP gains for everybody eats. If you can get everybody eats on offense or defense with a master motivator build, your team, you will see the difference in rating. A lot of things you don't see rating boost in, and you don't see the progression, but I did a motivator build where I wasn't even recruiting the greatest players, but because the off-season training plus all XP gain, and then if you find another master motivator with everything as well, you could have 2 or 3 master motivators on your team doing all the same stuff. You will definitely see the XP gains. I think motivator is one of the better coaching tree abilities, and I recommend that if you're going to do it, make sure you do everybody eats. Make sure you get to that tier 2, everybody eats. And make sure you get to that tier 3 off-season training boost. So those 2 I would do. If you're not going to get to those, I wouldn't recommend Motivator because everything is kind of But if you at least going to do the off-season training boost for all your positions, then that's perfectly fine. But try to make sure you can get all-season training boost, and if you really want to go hard, all XP gains for receivers, because that's where you're going to see the most bang for your buck. All right, Architect. Architect is cool. The only thing with Architect I would do is just the first one. I would just do field study. Just because everything else is like 3-game win streak and increased chance to best skill cap. Like, if it's a chance, then we don't want it. You don't really want a chance. You want it all or you don't want it all. So I like tier 1, and if you really wanted to do it, you could go tier 3 to get to that 3-game win streak. But tier 1 is pretty simple. All additional XP for in-game goals. In-game goals, for like I said, for y'all who are new here, old here, in-game goals are literally just pass touchdown, 20-yard catch, first down. All those XP goals when you play in your game, interception, tackle, receiving, all those goals in the game, that is your XP goals. So you just get more XP for playing good in games. So if you did Architect in combination with that Motivator, then not only are you getting a boost for XP gain faster, but you're also getting a boost when you're in game as well. So Motivator with Architect is a great combo to do when you're really trying to like maximize out that maximize all your abilities and all your players. So I would just do, like I said, if you're going to do Architect, I would just do field study, get them XP goals, call it a day. If you got more points, I would stop at tier 3. Because every 3-game win streak, you do get an XP bonus. Of course, we don't know how big that bonus is. It could be big, it could be small sometimes, but at least it's a bonus. But yeah, if I was you, I would just kind of stay at 1, get your XP for that, and call it a day. Tactician. At first, I like Tactician because you see the upgrades on the screen, but like you realize like it's not that big of an upgrade. It's maybe like 2 or 3 points. So it's cool. It gives you a little roster boost. It is definitely cool. If like, I would use Tactician if you kind of got your team together. So like, this is probably 5-6 years your Dynasty. You then finally got your team built up a little bit. Now all you need is just like extra points here and there to kind of get people over the top, or like to get your team from a 95 to a 96 or 96 to a 97. That's when Tactician is useful. Also, Scheme Guru is very good. I would recommend Scheme Guru for people who play games. So if you don't play your games or you're not in the game a lot, I wouldn't use the Scheme Guru thing, because a lot of these are like in-game stuff. So like, perfect example, pass game defense, knockout chances, chance for post-snap blitz detection, increased knockout chance. So these are all like little boosts to help your team play better in sim, play better in game. So like, if you're one of those people who like, oh man, if you need a little boost to your team, then yeah, Scheme Guru is good. But if you only sim your games, you're just not going to see it. So, I know some people don't like abilities if they can't see what it's doing for you. So, Scheme Guru I would definitely use for, like, if you're a very much like a in-game player, because you're going to notice that your DBs play better. You're going to notice that, your D-line's playing a little bit better. Your O-line's playing a little better. So the first tier is fine anytime if you just want that extra boost to your players' ratings. It's like 1 or 2 points and not nothing crazy. And then for Scheme Guru, like I said, I would use this only if you're going to be more of an in-game player, because then you would actually see the benefits of your points being wasted or in your tree. So Scheme Guru for in-game, Tactician when you got your roster built already and you just need some couple points to get over that ratings hump. If you try and build that 99 overall team, that might be something you're using too. And then now we got Strategist, however you like to pronounce it. Now, this coaching tree was trash. This coaching tree was trash at the beginning, but now that they didn't patched and buffed visits, it is very valuable now. So if you're a person who likes to do visits, some people like to send visits, some people don't. But if you like to send visits, this is a great tree for you, because what this does is pretty much gives you a boost to your visits. And if you're in an online dynasty or offline dynasty and you need that little push when you're going against your friend and he's at Alabama or LSU, having this will give you a nice boost when you get your visits. And if you're going to do this one, I would do up to hospitality, because you want the impact. You want when you come back from that visit, the bar to go crazy. And I've seen the jump in just having it without this ability. So if you add this ability to your team or to your coach build, you will see a significant boost in players. Now, I wouldn't do it just for the complimentary visit, but if you're going to do it, I would do it for hospitality. Hospitality is probably the best tier, because like I said, that gives you the giant boost in the visits. So if you need that extra bump in visits, or like you need to get a little push on certain players, or like you're going for a 5-star that you really want, get this, use hospitality tier 2, you'll be good. Last Dance is okay, because you pretty much get a boost for every team that he visited before you, which is cool, but it's a waste of points, because sometimes they might commit before they even get to your visit. So like, that's a thing that you play with too. So hospitality kind of guarantees you, if you send them on a visit, you're gonna get your bang for your buck with that ability. And then Mind Reader, so a little secret is you gonna know their dev trait at the end of the season. So you don't need to waste your points on the dev trait Mind Reader, because if you've scouted them all the way in the all-season recruiting tab, you will get to see the dev trait. So that's a little pro tip. If you've scouted them all the way through, you get to see their dev trait if they committed in season recruiting. So don't waste your points on Mind Reader. Last but not least, probably the best tree is the recruiter tree, because the reason the recruiter tree is the best is because, hey, we're in college football. You can't make a dynasty if you can't get no recruits, and it's just really that simple. Recruiting has got buffed a lot, so you don't need as many abilities. For the top tier, I would just do increased weekly recruiting hours. Always be recruiting for any position that you do, because that'll allow you to get to 75 points. And then if you do lasting impression, that's all you really need. That's all you really need. So between always be recruiting and lasting impression, that's all you need. So you get additional interest for every 10 hours spent. So of course, if you're giving them 75 hours, it's also getting boosted, because 75 divided by 10 is 7. So like that's how many more interest you're getting. That's 7, like a multiplier of 7, because of the interest for every 10 hours spent. Now you can do upsell. I'm not mad at upsell. Upsell is cool if you have a school that's already built up and like all y'all grades are A. Upsell is probably not good for like a Marshall or Akron, because I mean, you're going to have a lot of C's and D's and E's and F's and G's. So not good for like the lower schools. But if you're at a top school, upsell is cool. It's whatever. And then like I was telling you earlier with the bonus pipeline stuff, that's why you put all that points in. That's why you put all your points into Program Builder, so you don't even have to waste your points down here with boost pipeline bonus for wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? Or anything like that. So yeah, as long as you got at least the level 3, that's fine. If you really wanted to do level 4, that's fine too, because then it's increasing that starting interest. So you might have more people being first off the jump. So 3 and 4 is fine, but if you're gonna go to that second tier, all you need is lasting impression. Upsell is kind of overkill, but like I said, if you just want it, you can do it. But like I said, as long as you got lasting impression, 3 or 4, 3 minimum, 4 max here, you're fine. So that was all, man. I just wanted to walk all y'all old guys, new guys, show y'all the best abilities in each section, the overpowered abilities in each section, good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, man. And guess what, man? We almost to that 1,000, y'all. We almost to the 1,000. The goal is to get to 1,000 subs by the end of December. So by December 31st, to have 1,000 subs. So if y'all boys keep subbing up, keep liking the videos, keep sharing it, I appreciate all the love. Like I said, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a great one. It's your boy Zig the GOAT. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. I'm out.